I've read a couple of self-help books this year, and some of them were downright amazing. Some I literally had to struggle to get through the first paragraph. But in this video, I will share with you those books that give me those life-changing aha moments. Now, here are the 5 books that I believe will change your life, and let's get into it. Now, the first book on this list is Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life by Bob Proctor. This book, just by the name Change Your Paradigm, Change Your Life, it actually even does sound life-changing. Now, this book basically talks about the fact that all humans, we run on programs like computers, and these programs or your paradigms actually determine how your life would go 50 plus years down the line. We get programmed through society, through your family, through your friends, through people you associate with most of the time. And the thing is that this is actually subconscious. The moment you actually change your paradigm, you will practically inevitably be able to change your life. But the big question is, how do you actually change your paradigm? Now, one of the ways that Mr. Proctor proposed that we do this that really stuck to me was through gratitude. When you cultivate a habit of gratitude, you allow your mind to stay on the frequency of positive things in your life. Forces your mind to focus on things which are working, compared to discontentment while you're only focused on things which don't work. According to the law of focus, what you focus on will always grow and multiply. If you are constantly in a state of ingratitude, you are focused on the things that are not working. Now, another really interesting life-changing book is the book Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. This book is so profound in the sense that it made me realize every human, the greatest enemy that you can ever have in the entire universe is yourself. And when you allow your ego to take over, you actually become your own worst enemy. Now, there's a really interesting quote from the book that really struck a chord, and it goes like this: pride blunts the very instrument we need to own in order to succeed, our mind. In any phase of life you are in right now, you are either aspiring, basically wanting to be something, or you have already succeeded in attaining your goals, or you are failing. Now, in all these 3 phases of life, ego is your greatest enemy. If you are aspiring, your ego can actually block your mind to potential options which are much better than what you are actually aspiring for. And if you are already succeeding, your ego can actually make you fail faster than you can say Jack Robinson. And if you are failing, your ego can actually make your failing worse than it already is. And guys, if you're getting a ton of value from this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. Now let's continue. Now, one of the ways that we can actually counteract this ego mentality is by being a student. And to truly be a good student of life, we need to cultivate these 3 essential virtues, which are humility, diligence, and self-awareness. The humility to actually be more open-minded to ways that are better than what you actually think is correct. The self-awareness to know when you are actually wrong, and the diligence to actually put what you learn into practice. And with these 3 things, you can actually maneuver your way to overcoming your ego. Now, the third book on this list is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Oh my god. Now, this book, I kid you not, it literally transformed me from being a really introverted person who really could not really keep a decent conversation into becoming a social butterfly, to the point that one of my friends even called me a social chameleon because he noticed that I could adapt to a lot of social settings. What did I discover in this book that made that possible for me? One of the main tenets that I got from the book was that it really opened my mind to how selfish people are. Now, this is not in a bad way, because the thing is that all humans, we think about ourselves 99% of the time, and even the most selfless people actually think about themselves maybe 90% of the time. That's how self-centered human beings are. And if you really want to be in a position where you can influence people and get people in your corner, you need to be interested in what they are interested in most of the time, which is themselves. Because to be interesting, you need to first be interested. It is imperative that you learn to listen more than you speak. And Mr. Carnegie really expatiated on the fact that one of the main desires of any human is the desire to feel important. Children cry for this. Adults literally kill people to actually feel important for power. And if you can actually give people you meet around you this craving, they will actually want to be around you more, because very few people actually make other people important, because we are so centered on making ourselves important. The 4th book on this list is Principles of Life and Work by Ray Dalio. Oh my god. Now, for those of you who do not really know who Ray Dalio is is an American billionaire. He's one of the top 100 richest people on the planet. And what is so profound when I was reading this book was that, okay, this is me paraphrasing it, but this is what he actually said. He literally woke up and was like, I have a lot of success in my life. I might as well show people how I got this level of success, and hence this book was born. This book is both an autobiography and also a self-help book on the principles of of success. I'm going to share with you a really profound part of this book that really resonated with me, and that is Ray Dalio's framework in goal setting. According to the book, to accomplish any goal, you need to successfully check 5 boxes. The first box is knowing exactly what you want. The second box is listing the problems that will hinder you from getting what you want. The third box is to diagnose those problems. Either those problems are root causes or the causes are on the surface level. Take, for example, if I missed a train to get to a particular event, if I were to diagnose the cause of that problem, which is missing the train, there are 2 ways to look at this. The first cause, which is the shallow cause, is that I missed the train because I forgot to check the schedule. Now, a root cause could actually be I am a forgetful person, so I forgot to check the schedule. Now, me forgetting to check the schedule is just a shallow cause, but a root cause is deeper than anything shallow. That's what is actually intrinsic. The more you focus on root causes, easier it will be to actually solve the shallow causes to your problems. The fourth step is to design an effective plan to maneuver your way around those problems, be it the root causes and also the shallow causes. And finally, the fifth step, which is to execute, because no matter how grandiose or how intricate a plan is, it's useless if it's not put under the furnace of execution. Another really interesting thing about this book is that he actually went on to break down how different modes of thinking can actually create blind spots in your ability to accomplish your goals. Because the thing is that all humans have different ways of thinking. People think more laterally, people think more deeply, other people like to think in a broad scale of things. They can easily see all the trees in the forest, or some other people can only see just one specific tree in an entire forest. And your ability to realize the kind of thinker you are and outsource your thinking and test your thinking with people who think differently than you, the easier it's gonna be to actually attain what you're looking for. Another book on this list is Deep Work by Cal Newport. Now, this book really went down into the importance of deep focus in anything that we do in life or in our work. Because the thing is, not focusing can actually cost you a whole lot more than you realize. It can cost you time, it can cost you wasted efforts, because if you're not focused enough on the task, it can actually lead to a lot of mistakes, and it can even cost you a whole lot more things than I've actually mentioned right now. The truth of the matter is, we live in a world that is filled with a lot of distractions, and that increase actually increases the demand for people who have the ability to do deep work. And guys, if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button. It helps with the algorithm. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Like always, guys, remember to always keep it real. Bye, guys.